10 of the biggest insane crossover moments in NBA history. Subscribe to the channel and comment down below saying I subscribe to enter this month's shoutout giveaway. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Hoop Heaven. Other than an earth-shattering dunk, there is no more jaw-dropping play on an NBA court than the ankle-breaking crossover dribble. One of the first basic moves taught in youth basketball, the crossover can be equal parts frustrating when done poorly and scintillating when done well. Sometimes these breakdowns are to set up wide open jumper, while other times it's all about how foolish a player can make his defender look. When debating the best ball handlers in the league, here are 10 of the biggest crossovers in NBA history. Number 1. Jameer Nelson. No one would confuse Jameer Nelson with one of the NBA's elite point guards, but his ball handling skills have always been underrated. In the accompanying video, he makes defender Gennaro Pargo look so bad it feels like a scene from an awful sports movie. As Pargo went tumbling to the ground, I wondered whether I was watching the worst scene in a sports movie since any in The Replacement, where Keanu Reeves threw a football. Only one problem: this was real life, and Nelson actually made Pargo look that bad on the defensive end.
Aflalo, Nelson, two-point shot, here's Buckle, but he missed the jumper.
Number 2. John Wall. Some may argue about John Wall's inclusion over fellow young point guard Kyrie Irving. However, the latter's ball handling prowess is far more above the cover clade of moves rather than one go-to guarantee. Wall, on the other hand, has a killer crossover that he uses anytime he can, lulling defender Evan Turner asleep in the accompanying video. The Wizards guard uses his defender's hesitance to his advantage and blows right past him for an easy dunk.
Wall to try to tie it, he does! Two of the greatest in the league.
Number 3. Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili has perhaps the least conventional crossover moves in the NBA. Instead of using the basic two-handed method that you see every day, the Spurs star's one-handed take on a crossover adds yet another wrinkle to his already unique game, because it can come anywhere at almost any moment. You never know when Ginobili is about to unleash the move and soar to the basket, as the Mavericks defense certainly found out in this scenario. Number 4. Chris Paul. There are few people who deny Chris Paul's status as the NBA's best point guard. However, it's widely understood that his game is one based on precision over being overly flashy. His crossover move, however, shows almost straight out of Rucker Park levels of flash. In embarrassing Mark Gasol here, Paul tricks the Memphis center twice with his dribble. The first time he uses a step back to get Gasol off balance before putting the finishing touches on his defender with a fantastic crossover. Number 5. Rajon Rondo. Though Rajon Rondo's passing ability is his main calling card as a player, he's also one of the best ball handlers in the NBA. And as Tyson Chandler found out in the accompanying video, Rondo seemingly makes slight work of defenders with his crossover on a regular basis. The Celtics point guard's crossover lacks the unbelievable flair of his ball fake, but the move's quickness is the key to its success. Number 6. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade has seemingly been on these types of lists ever since he entered the NBA, and even at 30 years old, he's still worthy of a top 5 spot. The once legendary explosion has subsided a bit, but he's more fundamental with the crossover and knows how and when to deploy it effectively. It also doesn't hurt that Wade has one of the best shoulder fakes in the league, which all but negates any quickness he's lost. With a screen on his left side and a Wade crossover oncoming, defender DeMar DeRozan had no chance here. Number 7. Russell Westbrook. It seems like every time you blink when watching the Thunder, Russell Westbrook is dashing to the paint for a score or passing the ball out of a successful drive. For that, Oklahoma City fans can thank Westbrook's killer crossover. Not all defenders get completely embarrassed like Luke Ridnour did here, but the move is nearly unstoppable when Westbrook uses it correctly. Number 8. Jamal Crawford. If you want to see how fantastic Jamal Crawford's crossover move truly is, look no further than his nickname, J-Cross. Though it sometimes gets him in trouble, Crawford's ridiculous handle gives him the ability to break down almost any defender at will. In this case, he's working against Dwight Howard for a fourth quarter score to get the Blazers within 2 points. This particular crossover is not as awe-inspiring as his legendary evisceration of Ray Allen, but the fact that Crawford can essentially pull something like that off in his sleep is mystifying. Number 9. Deron Williams. He's been languishing in relative obscurity for nearly 2 years with the Nets, but Deron Williams' handles will hit the big stage this season when the franchise moves to Brooklyn. Williams not only has the best crossover in the NBA heading into the 2012-2013 season, he has the best move since Allen Iverson in his prime. A crisp drop of his dribble shoulder sets up his defender before a lightning fast dribble leaves Williams' opposition in the dust and wondering what just happened. In this video, Williams makes Matt Barnes, a respected perimeter defender, look like Nicholas Skavishvili. Number 10, Jason Kidd. Ron Harper and Scottie Pippen might be two of the best defenders of the modern era, but they're used to getting cracked. Damon Stoudemire once put Harper on his butt, and Kobe often sent Pippen out of the picture. Kidd's move took both of them out. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos out on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.